right, so I'm getting word that this isn't even as much about Jim Jordan as it is about Matt Gaetz. Now, present company excluded here, okay, Lauren? But Washington can be a very selfish place. Are egos getting in the way and the anger with Matt Gaetz for us having a speaker and the whole nation is suffering?
Of course it is. There are 224 alpha males and alpha females who are here in the Republican Party. We are here because we convinced hundreds of thousands of people that we are leaders.
So that's what we're calling them now? Alpha males and alpha females? Clowns who literally can't even decide who their leader is? Clowns like this?
Let me ask you this question just before we go, just a real quick answer. If the script were flipped that it was Democrats who were in control of Congress, if Hakeem Jeffries was put up for a vote for Speaker, how long do you think it would take to get to 218?
Well, Hakeem Jeffries has now lost 17 races in a row. So 17 times in a row, he's been put up as Speaker and he's lost. So he's kind of already over that threshold.
Is this some Republican math that my woke mind cannot comprehend? Because Republicans have the majority, and it's always on the majority party to elect the speaker. So of course Hakeem Jeffries didn't win. Democrats aren't in the majority. Democrats have 213 seats, while Republicans have 222 seats. So of course he didn't win. I mean, using this kind of logic, geez, like this guy is as sharp as a tack.
No, I just meant I think the Democrats would elect a speaker very quickly if they were in the position that the Republicans are in. Jason, great to see you. Thank you.
They haven't had those problems. Yeah.
Exactly. Thanks.
Haha, yeah, Democrats are such betas because they work together and they're unified. Oh my, how absurd. And they're focused on governing. Crazy, right? What I find so fascinating is that if the shoe was on the other foot, and it was Republicans that were unified, they would be calling themselves alphas because they're unified. They would slam Democrats for being divided. We'll go back to this situation, and they're calling themselves alphas anyway, and slamming Democrats as betas. So they're of course going to propagandize their voters saying that they're alphas no matter what. Even if their whole party is in shambles. And it really is in shambles, y'all. Even Kevin McCarthy, former Speaker of the House, admits it.
The Crazy Eights, led by Gaetz, the amount of damage they have done to this party and to this country is insurmountable. I've never seen this amount of damage done to just a few people for their own personalities, for their own fear of what's going through.
He's referring to the 8 fringe MAGA Republicans that voted to oust him as Speaker. The Crazy Eights led by Gaetz, which, not gonna lie, that is a dynamite nickname. But I can't help but laugh because the Republican Party has done a complete 180 flop from the beginning of this year. And before I get to that, make sure you like and subscribe if you're enjoying the video so far. May I remind you of the circus that Republicans put on in the House earlier this year, where it took 15 times, yes, 15, for McCarthy to obtain the speakership role because of fringe MAGA Republicans like Matt Gaetz, Lauren Boebert, Andy Biggs, Eli Crane, Bob Good. They were holding out in order to get concessions for McCarthy to become Speaker. Well, after McCarthy was ousted by the Crazy Eights led by Gaetz for allegedly breaking promises, now the situation is completely reversed, where moderate Republicans like Don Bacon are holding out their vote in order to extract concessions from the MAGA choice, Jim Jordan. And here's what MAGA McForehead, Matt Gaetz, had to say about it.
So we've made them an offer. The 8 of us have said that we are willing to accept censure, sanction, suspension, removal from the Republican conference. We, of course, will remain Republicans. We will continue to vote with Republicans on Republican principles. But if what these holdouts need is a pound of our flesh, we're willing to give it to them in order to see them elect Jim Jordan for Speaker.
I'm not a Republican, so I won't pretend to try and speak for them, but I don't think that they would want a pound of your flesh, Matt. I bet it would taste like talcum powder and desperation. Which, according to Lauren Boebert, if Matt Gaetz is an alpha, that's what alphas taste like. So, yum, bon appetit. But to go back, this whole situation can only be described as karma for both sides. Because Now, moderate Republicans are the holdouts in the way of Jim Jordan attaining the speakership role. Which, by the way, I don't even know if moderate Republican is even a thing anymore. What do you think? Put it in the comments below. But actually now it's been announced that Jim Jordan is no longer considering or seeking the speakership role, considering he lost for a third time in his pursuit to get the gavel. But y'all, the best part, or shall I say worst part, depending on whose side you're on, with Jim Jordan losing 3 times, is that he lost by more votes each time. So the first vote, he lost by 20 votes. The second one, he lost by 22 holdouts. And then the third vote, there were 25. Now that's embarrassing. And now, today, Monday, there are 9 other candidates that are considering throwing their hat into the speakership race. And these people include Kevin Hern, Byron Donalds, and more.
We are in a very bad position as a party, one that has won the majority, one that America has entrusted us with, that a simple 8 people have put us in this place.
No, Kevin, it wasn't just the crazy 8s that were led by Gates that put the Republican Party in this current situation. No, the Republican Party did this to themselves. When you embrace fascism, election denialism, and bring the farthest, craziest fringe right people into your party, when you bring in clowns, you're bound to get a circus on your front doorstep at some point. You reap what you sow. And look, the American voters, they're seeing this for what it is. The Republican Party is a joke. They are unserious. They are wasting our time and money as tax-paying citizens, and this really just reveals to the public really what the Republican Party is. It's all ego, no governing. And Lauren Boebert calls the Republican Party full of alpha males and alpha females. Alphas? Please. Like, girl, you are gonna pull a muscle with that stretch. My name is Scott Johnson. I'm still new to this channel, so make sure to check out my content on YouTube and on TikTok, which are both in the description box below. I'm a Southern political gay guy on both. I'll try not to be mad if you haven't checked it out yet. But most importantly, do not forget to smash that subscribe button to Rebel HQ, and make sure to like this video. Have a great day.